Hi students, how are you? I think you are very fine. Students, we are discussing here ionic equilibria. In our previous video lecture, we are discussed the dissociation of weak acid and weak base. In today's lecture, we are going to study the next point, very important point for examination point of view, that is the Ostwald's dilution law. So Ostwald's dilution law gives here the relationship between the degree of dissociation constant and concentration of weak acid and weak base. So this mathematical relationship between these degree of dissociation constant and concentration or volume of this weak acid and weak base is commonly known as Ostwald's dilution law. So we are first considering the Ostwald's dilution law for weak acid. So here we consider weak acid HA. We know here weak acid is generally represented by the symbol HA. In the aqueous solution, this weak acid HA dissociates in dilute solution or in aqueous solution of this weak acid. It dissociates as HA is the weak acid and it is dissociated as H plus and A minus ions. As it is the weak acid, it does not completely dissociate into the ions, that is H plus ions and A minus ions. Here the dissociation constant of this weak acid HA is given by, we know this equation, we studied this equation in the dissociation of weak acid, is given by Ka is equal to, this dissociation constant Ka is given by applying the law of mass action to this equation or to this reaction. Then we get here the dissociation constant Ka is equal to concentration of H plus ions into concentration of A minus ions upon concentration of weak acid. So this is the dissociation constant of this weak acid. Here when you consider, let N is equal to 1 is equal to moles of weak acid HA initially taken. These are the N is equal to 1 is equal to moles of weak acid HA. They are initially taken. Again when you consider here the degree of dissociation, that is alpha, is degree of dissociation of weak acid HA. Alpha is equal to degree of dissociation of weak acid HA. V is equal to volume of solution, that is the aqueous solution of this weak acid, and 1 minus alpha. Initially we consider here 1 mole of this weak acid HA, and this HA weak acid dissociate in the H plus and A minus ions. So number of moles of this weak acid from 1 remains undissociated are nothing but 1 minus alpha. So 1 minus alpha is equal to moles of weak acid HA remains unionized or they remains in the undissociated form. So let us see here. We consider the weak acid HA. It dissociates in the corresponding ions. The dissociation constant after the equilibrium is established in between these two is given by Ka is equal to, by this formula we say it is the equation number 1. And next here we consider if N is equal to number of moles of weak acid initially taken, alpha is equal to degree of dissociation, which is the volume of aqueous solution of this weak acid, and alpha is nothing but the number of moles of weak acid which are undissociated. Then consider here, again we consider here the equilibrium form of the reaction. HA gives here H plus ions plus A minus ions. So when you consider here initial moles, when you consider in this chemical reaction initial moles, or we say the initial amount of each species in this reaction. So we take initially 1 mole of weak acid, so initial amount is here 1. At time t is equal to 0, it is a weak acid, it does not ionize from start. After long time it will start to dissociate. So at time t is equal to 0, the number of H plus ions formed or its concentration is 0. Concentration of A minus is here also 0. Then when you consider here amount of these species which is present at equilibrium, amount present at equilibrium, then that amount here from 1 alpha number of particles undergoes dissociate, so amount remains at equilibrium of this weak acid HA is 1 minus alpha. For H plus ions it is alpha, for A minus ions it is also alpha. So when you consider here the concentration of these species at equilibrium, then the concentration is nothing but the number of moles of this species divided by the volume, and this concentration is expressed in terms of moles per dm cube. So initially we take 1 moles at equilibrium, 1 minus alpha moles are there. So what is the concentration here? 1 minus alpha, it is equal to 1 minus alpha upon V. The concentration of these H plus ions is alpha upon V, and similarly concentration of A minus ions is also alpha upon V. So here we got the concentrations of these species HA, H plus ions and A minus ions at equilibrium, and this dissociation constant is also calculated at the equilibrium state. Now when you substitute the value of this H plus ion concentration is equal to alpha upon V, here A minus ions is alpha upon V, and HA, concentration of HA as 1 minus alpha upon V in this equation 1, then we got the equation, and that equation is Ka is equal to, now substitute the values of concentration. Here we get concentration of H plus ions is equal to alpha upon V multiplied by concentration of A minus ions is again alpha upon V divided by 1 minus alpha upon V. So on simplification this will turns as alpha square upon V square divided by 1 minus alpha upon V. So by simplification we get this equation as alpha square divided by V into bracket 1 minus alpha. So this is the equation number 2, which is the simplified form of the equation 1. So in equation 2, when you consider the term, this V, it can be also written as Ka is equal to 1 upon V into alpha square divided by 1 minus alpha. But reciprocal of volume is nothing but the concentration, and therefore we got the another equation, that is Ka is equal to alpha square into 1 upon V is nothing but the concentration divided by 1 minus alpha. Okay, so this is the equation number 3. In equation 3, when you consider the term 1 minus alpha, let us consider here the term. When you consider 1 minus alpha, this alpha is very small for the weak acid. Alpha is very small for the weak acid, and therefore we say here as alpha is very small for weak acid, because weak acid is having tendency to remain in the undissociated form, and therefore alpha is very small for the weak acid, and therefore 1 minus alpha is nearly equal to 1. Okay, so in this equation we substitute this 1 minus alpha by 1, and therefore we get Ka is equal to alpha square C upon 1. So therefore Ka is equal to alpha square C, or alpha square is equal to Ka upon C, or it is equal to Ka into V, because 1 upon C is nothing but the volume, and therefore alpha is equal to, taking square root, we get Ka, root of Ka upon C, or alpha is equal to, it is equal to Ka upon V. So this is the relation this is the relation between degree of dissociation constant, and the concentration of weak acid. So this equation gives us the mathematical form of the Ostwald's dilution law for the weak acid. So I think then our next point is Ostwald's dilution law for the weak base. Similar to weak acid, weak base also partially dissociate into its corresponding ion. It is a weak base, therefore does not completely dissociate into its corresponding ions. So Ostwald's dilution law is also applicable for the weak base. For this purpose, we consider here the weak base as a BOH. So consider dissociation of weak base BOH. So when the weak base BOH is dissolved in the water, its aqueous solution is formed, and in the aqueous solution it will be dissociate as B plus ions and OH minus ions in a very small amount. Okay, and therefore when you consider here the dissociation constant, the dissociation constant of this weak base is given by Kb is equal to concentration of B plus ions into concentration of OH minus ions upon concentration of BOH ions. So let us consider here, let N is equal to 1 is equal to here initial moles of base BOH. Initially n is equal to 1, number of moles of this base BOH are taken. Alpha is equal to its degree of dissociation. Alpha is the degree of dissociation of this weak base. Then V is equal to volume of aqueous solution of this base. And here when you consider if n is equal to 1 are the initial moles of this base BOH, alpha undergoes dissociation at the time of chemical equilibrium. So remaining amount of the moles of this base BOH which are undissociated are 1 minus alpha. So here 1 minus alpha are nothing but moles of weak base undissociated. These are moles of weak base undissociated. And when you consider all these things, then we can find the relation between the degree of dissociation and dissociation constant. So for this weak base, here when you consider the initial amount of these all, then initially how many moles of this base BOH are taken, that is equal to 1. At time t is equal to 0, there is no formation of any ion, so initial number of moles of B plus ions is here 0. Initial moles of OH minus ions are also 0. Then moles, or when you consider here the amount at equilibrium, then moles or amount present at equilibrium, then that is equal to, here alpha is the degree of dissociation and initially we take the 1 mole of this base BOH. So amount of this base BOH present at equilibrium should be here 1 minus alpha, here of B plus alpha, and for OH minus it is alpha. And last one, here we consider concentration of these species at equilibrium. Then this concentration at equilibrium in terms of moles per dm cube, that is equal to 1 minus alpha upon V. Here is alpha upon V and here is alpha upon V. So when you substitute all these values in the dissociation constant equation for this weak base, then it is given as Kb is equal to concentration of B plus ions into concentration of OH minus ions upon concentration of BOH. So here we got all the values of this species, and therefore we write Kb is equal to alpha upon V. Concentration of OH minus is again alpha upon V divided by concentration of BOH at equilibrium is 1 minus alpha upon V. On simplification, that will becomes alpha square upon V square divided by 1 minus alpha upon V. Now this will becomes alpha square divided by V into bracket 1 minus alpha. Alpha square divided by V into 1 minus alpha. So in this equation we say that here BOH is the weak base. Okay, BOH is the weak base, and hence alpha is very small. The value of alpha is very small, and therefore 1 minus alpha is approximately equal to 1, and therefore Kb is equal to alpha square divided by, now this 1 minus alpha becomes equal to 1, so that is remains only V. So Kb is equal to alpha square upon V, and therefore alpha square is equal to, when you consider this 1 upon V, here we write here first Kb. Kb is equal to alpha square multiplied by 1 upon V. But what is 1 upon V? 1 upon V is nothing but the concentration, and therefore we write here now Kb is equal to alpha square into C. Now we got alpha square is equal to Kb upon C, and therefore by taking square root we got alpha is equal to root of Kb upon C, or 1 upon C is nothing but the volume, and therefore we write another form, alpha is equal to root of Kb into V. So in this way the degree of dissociation of weak acid as well as weak base is directly proportional to square root of its dissociation constant and inversely proportional to the concentration. So in this way Ostwald's dilution law is applied for the weak acid and weak base. In both cases the degree of dissociation of weak acid and weak base is directly proportional to its dissociation constant, directly proportional to volume of solution, and inversely proportional to the concentration of the weak acid and weak base. So this is the Ostwald's dilution law. I think you got all these points. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.